What is the biblical significance of the solar eclipse coming up Monday? I heard that it can be extremely bad.
I don't believe there's any biblical significance. Oh, well, the eclipse crosses over towns that have, end time names and stuff. I'll tell you, people will go to the moon. Oh, this starts the tribulation period. Complete bogus. Don't believe it at all. I don't believe that it has any significance at all. There has always been eclipses here on this earth since God made the heavens and the earth. So I don't see anything. Brad, how about you?
No, I don't. I know some believers have referenced Revelations chapter 6, verse 12, where it says, I looked, and when he broke the sixth seal, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth made of hair, and the whole moon became like blood. And then the stars of the sky fell into the earth. The fig tree cast unripe figs, and I mean it goes on. But that's the sixth seal. That's very presumptive that we've already fulfilled. That the first five have already come to pass. So we've had earthquakes. We've had eclipses. There is some interesting scientific information. I wouldn't say from a biblical perspective, just scientific correlations that with regards to the last big earthquake that hit the middle of the United States, the New Madrid Fault in the early 1800s, and we had the two X's, if you will, 5 years apart, and then we had this big earthquake. What's interesting about that is that there's just no repetition, or there's no knowledge of any repetition of that scenario as far as our recorded history of this nation. So it's really difficult, I think, for people to put their hat on a one-time correlation event without any repetition of that to show a trend or something that can be relied upon.
Well, one thing about this, we're not going to have to wait very long to find out whether something's going to happen or not, because it's comes down on Monday. But John, I don't see anything in the Bible that lines up with this. The darkness that we find mentioned there in Revelation chapter 6 is a global darkness. I believe it's because of probably so much debris, ash, dirt in the upper atmosphere. It just blocks out the sun. I believe that's what that's talking about. I do not believe that's talking about an eclipse in any way, shape, or form, because as we all know, eclipses are only in a specialized area on a specialized track. And so where you may have, a swath 300 miles wide that may be in some way visible and seeable, for the rest of the world, it's not there. And so I've seen a lot of the prognosticators saying, oh, this starts the tribulation. No, it doesn't. It's very clear. The rapture of the church, where the church is in heaven. And right. Then we find the Antichrist going out on a white horse, conquering and to conquer. Bow with no arrows. He initially goes out diplomatically. Then he goes out militarily. And that's where you get the fiery red horse and the black horse and all. And then we get into the next seals, which then we find a quarter of the world's population dying. Now, that's not happened. So people that say, oh, well, this is the sixth seal or the fifth seal, whatever, they don't know their Bible, and that's unfortunate. But again, always remember the book of Revelation is written in order. So that helps a lot of us better understand it. And of course, that's going to be a great comfort for people who accept the Lord during the tribulation, that you see the exact accuracy of the book of Revelation, because accepting the Lord, being a Christian during the tribulation, will most likely make you a martyr with the Bible says, being beheaded. So pretty tough. It's, as the Bible says, as Jesus said to the church at Philadelphia in Revelation 3, that God would keep us from the time that would come upon the whole world. And so, again, identifying with the church is so important. in these days that we live. John, I hope that helps.